Kev, so first of all, explain the Scrabble. What was going on there the other day?
It was Scrabble Sundays. It was. You know what it's like trying to fill the time. So we thought we'd have a couple of drinks and play Scrabble. So um, it was a tough day. It was for me out there, to be honest with you. The first one that I played, I didn't actually I didn't actually stream, and I won. So I kind of peaked early doors. I did, and then obviously the second game, second game she won, which was live. So yeah, my head was gone from that, to be honest with you.
And what were the ramifications of that? You had to cook, or what was it? It was just a game of.
I think in the end, what did we do? Yeah. In the end, I had to cook actually. Yeah, I lost my head for a while. Went and a half, as you do. And then after that, obviously I needed to cook dinner. Yeah, so yeah, fair play to her. It was the first time she'd won as well. So we played maybe 20 times since the very first time she won. It's the first time I'd ever put on live on anything. Horrific.
But so what have your movements been? Obviously, it's now almost 3 weeks since the game against Brentford was called off. What have you been up to, and in terms of how have you been dealing with it?
I think the first few days was quite strange for everyone. I'd imagine I speak on behalf of everyone. Just kind of understanding kind of what's going to happen and stuff. And after we got our heads around that, you kind of got to realise, right, okay, well, hopefully this season's going to get played out at some point. So you kind of got to get back in that mentality of, right, you got to keep yourself fit. You got to keep being professional. It's obviously tough. It's tough to do at times, for sure. But at the end of the day, it's got to be done. And I think after the first few days, after the Brentford, probably it hit me on the Wednesday. I think it was. First, I drove back up to Scotland on the Friday when we got told we're off. And it hit me on the Wednesday. I thought, actually, I kind of need to chill here and take it easy and stuff. So I think that's the same for everyone. We've always got a group chat, and everyone was kind of on the same wavelength. And ever since then, everyone's kind of switched it back a bit and motivated themselves and done what's got to be done, really.
So when you went up to Scotland, your family was all okay? All your family set up, ready for the kind of lockdown, if you like?
Yeah, well, at first when we first went up, it wasn't that bad up there at all. Like everyone was day-to-day life; it was just normal. By the time I got up there, it was just starting to kind of creep in up there. So, that's why I kind of them first few days, it didn't seem like a huge deal was going on. Like we went out for some dinner and stuff with mum and dad. I met my friends, had a couple of drinks, whatever. Just kind of lived a kind of normal life. But obviously in the background, it was always right. Okay, we'll go back to football soon. But in the end, obviously we got told again. I think it was on a Tuesday. No, you're not coming back. So I ended up staying there for another week. But that was when it kind of hit me. Right, okay, you got to knuckle down a bit now and do the work that's been given, and obviously just kind of grind it out as such to say. But yeah, everyone was fine. All family that were fine. I got to see obviously everyone up there for a good amount of time, which was good. And then came back down here. Obviously that lockdown got announced on the Monday, and I came back down here on the Tuesday. So everyone was all good up there. But obviously I had to come back down at some point.
What's the communication been like with the gaffer? Has he been keeping in contact with you all, or is it?
Yeah, he sends a message out probably once a week or so. Just to kind of check in, make sure everyone's all right. But he's got the open number, which is good for that. He says if you want to chat any time about anything, then just give me a call. So he's been spot on, as you could imagine, the way the manager is. If there's anyone, I'm sure people have got in touch with him. I've not really needed to so far as yet, but I wouldn't be hesitant to phone him if I need to.
So what's it been like? I mean, we were just about to enter into what felt like was kind of the clutch or crunch stretch in our season, and we were staring down the barrel of a really few important games. How important is it for us to keep in the back of our heads that those games might eventually return, and we've got to be ready for them?
Yeah, well, it's an unknown situation for everyone. It's not just us. You got to think of all the teams, your Liverpool's, your Leeds, whatever, anyone in any league. Everyone's in a position where, what is happening and when's it going to go back? Is it going to go back? And I'm sure there's a lot of panic stations around, especially the people who are in a better position. But it is what it is. At this moment in time, you just got to kind of take the advice each day you're getting from the government and stuff, and obviously from our staff at football, and you just got to be ready when it comes. It's obviously going to be a great stretch of games if the time comes, and I'm sure when it actually does come around, then we'll be good to go.
So I've caught up with a couple of players, Dennis, Neeskins and Tim, all all with kids, all kind of confined to spaces. For you personally, what's it like your day to day? What's it like? Have you got more space? Have you got more kind of exercise time?
I think, as I said, I don't mind it, to be honest with you. Like, of course, I'd rather go out and go for lunch, go out for dinner, go for a drink, whatever. Of course, but like I understand the situation of like the whole world's in just now, and I said before to my wife and family, there's one person I think that's all right, equipped to deal with this is me, because every day in life I would come and do this. So I actually find it okay. I've just got more time on my hands. But you wake up, you can allow for a lie in. You lie in the morning, then you get up, you chill, you have a bit of breakfast, watch TV for a bit, then you go out and you do your exercise for the day. You come back, you have lunch and that, and you get showered, chill for a bit. Next minute it's dinner time, then you watch a film at night. It just keeps rolling. Each day keeps on going, and that's the way I've kind of got in that routine. My wife's obviously working from home just now, so she works, and then we obviously have dinner together and obviously watch a movie or whatever at night. And as you said, we try and make it feel like a weekend, because otherwise it's 7 days on the bounce is all the same. So we try and make it feel like a weekend as such, and try and be a bit more relaxed on the weekends. But you are in a routine, and it is strange. You can't just walk out and do what you want and be free, but at the end of the day, it's got to be done.
Dennis watched The Wire. Neeskins watched a Turkish film that I had never heard of and he couldn't really describe. What have you been watching that kind of stands out as something that has been good to watch?
Well, what did I watch before? I just started watching Money Heist. That just came back. Season 4 came back. So I've just started watching that. I actually done like a rerun of Entourage. So I watched that it's got 8 seasons, so I've been hammering that like every day. It's been constant as.
You got to stagger the Entourage seasons 1 to 5, because then when Vinny starts going down the pan a little bit, that's where
he is now. He's exactly that right now. I'm on season 5, I think episode maybe 4 or something. No one's wanting to take him for nothing. So
it's all good times, and then you reach and you're like, yes, every episode you're buzzing. And also when Turtle loses weight, you're like, what's going on here?
I know,
he suddenly becomes like
slim as anything. It's just so strange, because obviously I watched it years and years ago, and then obviously I watched it a couple of times since. So I've kind of done a bit of a rerun of that. I watched another one. I can't think what it was. Could have been that good anyway. And apart from that, me and Mrs. watched that Save Me Too, because we watched the first season. We just watched that just the other day, that was all right.
Yeah.
That wasn't too bad. But you know what it's like. You find things to watch. You've got that much time on your hands. You can watch whatever you want. So I'll get by.
And what's your exercise routine? Is it runs outside? Is it just stuff confined within the house, or?
No, it's horrific. It is, to be honest with you. It's as you can picture me doing it. They've set us obviously a program which is tough. The first week was hard. There, we've got a bit more of a relaxed week this week, but it is a tough program. You've got to stay in shape as much as you can. It's easy to train every day when there's 25 years and obviously there's banter flying. There's it's motivation is easy. Then it's different when you're around at a park on your own. Maybe in the rain or whatever like that, and you've got to do 2 sets of 12 runs. It is tough going, but you put it aside and you get on with it. It's not nice. It's never nice. It's like a small pre-season, and everyone hates them, so everyone's in the same boat. But it's got to be done. So that's the running side, and obviously you've got the walk bike as well, which you kind of split it between the running and the walk bike. So the walk bike's tough. It gives it a good blow in. As long as you're doing some sort of fitness, that's the main thing. If we can come back as a team and individually with a little bit of an edge on others from a hard program just now, then it might have a benefit for us in the long term.
And it's probably tough to put a finger on it, but what's the thing you're most looking forward to if football is to return? What's the thing you're most looking forward to? Just being out there on a match day?
No, I honestly would being in amongst the boys every day, like for sure. It's we say what we've obviously spoken in the group and with friends aside, and everyone said the same. Like, of course, you want to play the games and be involved in a promotion race. That's what you play football for. But just that daily banter, is what you miss most. Going in and get hammering the boys, getting hammered, whatever, and just enjoying life, all being together as a big group of mates, just out there, living a dream really. But hopefully we can get back there soon, and it's one of them. As you said, you miss that, but you miss the games. Of course, you want to play football. At the end, that's what we're paid to do, and when you can't do it, it's not the nicest of feelings.
Thanks, Kev. Thanks for your time, mate.
No problem, big man.